All right, Zach, it's time for Gamestetic Game of the Week, buddy. What do you got going on this week?
Sorry, I was checking if there was still any other news I wanted to mention. It doesn't look like it. So, what I have, since it's my week, I've been messing with it all day.
Pulling
We
a prop?
have Star Rail, Honkai Star Rail.
Oh, you got the physical edition. Shout out.
Yeah, just recently with January 30th, they released the physical edition, which is going to be a limited run as far as I understand. It is on PS5. I now have a PS5 game, but no PS5, but it doesn't matter. It's on PC.
There you go.
I still got the code for exclusive stuff if I want to get it.
Yep.
Hands down, it's a gotcha game. Straight up, it's a gotcha game. Helioverse, though, at least with my experience with their games, are actually fairly free-to-play friendly. I haven't put... I think I've only put in $10 into Star Rail.
In the entire time you've been playing it? In the entire time you've been playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that's been over, like, almost 2 years now. And I've still managed to get characters that are usable and whatnot and progress through the story without much ease, but it is a gotcha game. It is a role-playing gotcha game, so it's an RPG in turn-based tactics versus your live-action combat. Create your teams, 4-man teams, fight your way through the story. There's a lot of other systems with most gotcha games, but if you get into it, you'll figure it out as you go in terms of leveling, equipment, talents, all that fun stuff. It didn't just start 3.0 in January. So, I mean, there is quite a lot of content in it currently. So, there's plenty of stuff to put time into if you want to take a dive into it. It's any time to really jump into it to progress, because even if you do want to do higher level content, they do have a system that allows you to go ahead and just play it while it's available if you don't want to wait till you get through everything, as well as it has a fairly good progression system in terms of the game itself and of letting you get used to the game before making tougher enemies, whatnot, and having to go through all that stuff. And if you really want to, it's got a dialogue skip button or autoplay. So if you don't even want to pay attention to like dialogue like John at times, you can just hit the autoplay and walk away and come back and hey, it's done.
Firing shots over there.
Yeah, because they even recently made it with the 3.0 update, because usually in dialogue, there are choices you can make in terms of dialogue, which will halt the dialogue, but they now have actual option in settings where you can just choose, I forget what it's called, but more or less, the game will just accept you chose the first dialogue choice and it will just carry on and won't have you stop to make the dialogue chain choices. And it'll just, so you can just turn that on, hit auto, and just go. Unfortunately, though, do be careful. Someone did just get banned for 50 years in Helioverse's other game, Genshin, for having a auto clicker plugin to skip the dialogue. So careful about that.
Imagine being banned 50 years.
Yeah, Honkai Star Rail is a very fun RPG gotcha game with a fairly good story. People are always on the fence about the second location, the Lofu, but everyone says Penacony is one of the peak gotcha game stories out there currently. So,
yeah, all right, there you go. Shout out to Honkai Star Rail, another Gamestetic Game of the Week in the books. And next week is John's week. Let's see what he brings to the table.